Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching WYTV. You're welcome to another edition of Let's Talk today, Saturday. We're in the month of November already. Everybody's already starting to buy banger, December is around the corner, and people were happy. Like at least we thank God for seeing the end of 2023. Let's just be appreciating God because some people say don't die, we still there alive normally. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J or Moyagba. The only Idon on Wisdom Via Television, you already know that. And you know how we do it on this show. This is where we educate ourselves, we talk, to educate, to informate, to entertain, to everything that has to do with talking. And we don't just talk alone. Now we don't do the talking alone. You can actually do the talking in the comment section too, because if not only we they talk, we'll be like say we they put you aside. So you can actually join in the talking in the comment section, so we can read it out and talk about it more. I'm not the only one in the studio today. I have in the studio with me.
I'm Ambassador Rochimi Orilo, son of the prophet, the man where resemble Wiki. 100, you know now.
I know you guys you've missed Ambassador and he's back. I told you guys he went to Abuja, to talk with his brother, which is Wiki. But now he's back and he's going to feed us on that later. But today, on Let's Talk, we have another topic that we need to talk about together. You know how we do it. So don't dull. It's about time to go down with Let's Talk on WYTV. All right, the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abas and Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises. That's our sponsors, and I will do it. So without wasting much of our time, let's go into the sharply. All right, what's the topic in front of us today? Our topic today is how to stop being flexed. We have different cases of male and female that do complain about I don't know how to hold myself. When I meet someone, immediately I meet the person, I start feeling flirted with the person and start having feelings for the person and all. But then there is a way you can stop it. And this flirting of a thing has affected a lot. Talking about business, talking about homes, talking about friendship. Some people don't even know the difference between having a friendship relationship and having a dating relationship. Things like that. Those are the things that we are going to be looking at on the show today. And in case you don't know, you're going to learn one or two out of things that we are going to be talking about today. So you guys should just be calm so that you can enjoy the show together. And we cannot be doing it alone. Like I told you guys, you are supposed to come with your own view in the comment section. And I'm here with you guys. You understand? You know how we do it. All right. First and foremost, let us look at it like this. What is flirt itself? What a flirting means. Flirting can be said as paying more attention to someone without a serious intention. When you pay more attention to someone without serious intention, that is flirting.
That's flirting.
You
jump from one place to another.
Exactly.
From one woman to another, one man to another.
Not even jumping this time. That's let's say that is committing adultery. Flirting just means me meeting you. Let's say you're a female and I'm a male. We just are colleagues at work, and I started getting closer to you. Whereas I know maybe you are not even you don't even want my standard. I'm not even seeing you like someone I can get married to. But I just want to flirt around you so as to be enjoying myself with you. Playing with you, playing with your feelings. But then I don't know. You may not know how the fellow you are flirting with, you may not know how the person is feeling. You are trying to get closer to the person.
The person is trying to avoid you.
Exactly.
In some areas.
And you are saying like, well, let me just pass my time with this person. They make just date together, one or two happen, then everybody splits. But then you don't know what is going on with that person. Maybe as you are throwing the flirt to the person is collecting it instantly, like I'm liking this guy, and he doesn't know. He or she doesn't know your mindset that okay, you're just flirting. It's not like you want anything serious.
Anything serious from him, and the person is thinking as if you was trying to bring an intimate relationship between
both
the two of them,
which is not supposed to be like that. But then some people are now saying it like, okay, how do I stop flirting around? And that's the reason why we brought up this topic. Now, you know what flirting means? It means that when you pay too much attention to someone without serious intention. That is what flirting means. And again, then let us look at it this way. When you make serious decision before interacting with someone, I think that should be one of the things that will curb you from flirting with someone. Okay, for example, I met someone just, let me say my neighbor. I just got to a new apartment, and my neighbor is a female, I'm a male. Getting closer to that person, I should know that, okay, this person is single, I'm single. If I get more closer
to this person,
is it going to yield
another thing else may come in?
Up. So you trying to like make your decision before you start getting closer to that person.
Number one, what I will just keep in is number one. Just the first and foremost, you just need to discover yourself. When you discover yourself, then you take you determine, which means the determination comes from you to stay off of somebody that you are getting closer to, and the person doesn't want that kind of relationship. You know, there are many friends that they work today. According to what do you know, there's a passage that says, "Can two work together except they agreed?" Do you know 10 can work together without being agreed? They were just working based on the emotional feelings that they are having from each other. At the end of the day, when you go through what is going on in their mind, you know categorically that person was just moving with that person, so you will not say his own is getting too much, or maybe he's foaming as if it's too big for you people, maybe it's too big that he just want to mingle with you people, so you people will not feel that it's too big of moving closer to you.
Well, that's another angle. But now let's look at it like this. When you make decisions, before you meet someone, before you get more closer to someone, you know, making decision has to be from the bottom of your heart. You have to know this, that okay, this person that I'm meeting, this is what I'm going to be. I will try to take my time off some limits. You know, I'm not going to take deep. I'm not going to be having any deep talk with this. Just friends and friends. That's all. Yes, that's the first and foremost thing you have to stay off if you want to.
Not pouring out everything that is in your mind into that person, because that person may not have a mind of keeping secrets.
Then another thing is you should take note of your signals. You know, when you are throwing signals, like you said someone is your friend or maybe your colleague, and every morning you are sending good morning message.
To you, and the person is not sending back to you. So automatically, the person is telling you that all this stuff is not interesting in. But you know, a lot of people don't even think of that. At the end of the day, they still keep on persisting of sending that kind of message to you. They are extending with the person will get provoked one day and say, stop, enough is enough.
Exactly. So you should take note of your signal. Signal does not stay on sending text alone. You know you are being flirt. You know you're a flirt and you want to stop it. You need to consider the fact that there are some things that you need to be taking note from yourself, from the angle of you. You know that you cannot talk about your partner because you don't know what is on the person's mind too. Exactly. But then you coming to, let's say you are flirting with a colleague and you came to work and you bought something. Maybe you bought her lunch, and even when you were going home, you had to stay in one restaurant to take dinner together. You know, you're already showing signal to that person. So you should take note of that kind of signal.
Signal that you are.
It's not like you are not. You know, some people say like you are stingy. That's why you don't want to spend amongst your colleagues.
It is not like that. You see, before you move closer to somebody, according to what you said about the signal, before you move closer to somebody, I believe you might have do your visibility study to know the kind of person that person is. There's some set of people, they like making friends, but they don't like intimacy.
Intimacy, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? It is not that they didn't count you as one of their friends, but their own is they just like to be on their own.
Well, another thing we need to take note of that is very important is reduce the way you play, your playful affection to others. You know this kind of person you are. That doesn't mean that you are not. Let me say you are not friendly. What I'm trying to say is when you reduce the way you play with people, it will take you off flirting. Because the more you get closer, the more you play with someone, the more you feel, the more you have feelings for that person. And exactly. Feelings can come in any way.
For instance, let me take myself as an example. There's no place that I go. I love mingling with people. Okay. When I get there, I love to at least, let's come together, let's share together, let's play together, at least let's rub mind together. But it comes to a certain state that I have to, according to what you said about signal, you need to watch your signal. So when I begin to do all this, I see that some set of people that they don't like all those stuff. It will be as if I'm forcing myself on them. Then since then I discovered myself, then I think from the bottom of my heart, anywhere I go today now, if I try to show some affection to you or show some love to you, if you refuse, then I'll be on my own, stay on my own.
That's to tell us that you are working on yourself.
On myself,
so it is good to work on yourself. And another thing we need to talk about before we go on a short commercial break is you should take note of the kind of music or movies you listen to. sorry, the kind of music you listen to and the kind of movies you watch. Because sometimes when all these our girls nowadays, our youth out there, the kind of movies they watch is all this Korean movie that talks about love and affection and all. The more you watch all these movies or you listen to love songs, it will give you more rooms to flirt.
To flirt, yes.
Because you want to practice what you are seeing,
what you are watching both day and night.
And you are complaining that people are saying you are a flirt, you don't know how to curb yourself when you're getting closer to someone, you don't know how to stay away
because
from
something is out there, something is out there that is influencing you.
Exactly.
That's why you go, the more you watch, then the more you go deeper into it.
So there's some music that we listen to that can ginger the flirt in you, and there's some movies that you watch that will just bring up the flirt. So you should take note of that. You should be very, very cautious about that. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we're back, we go deeper into ways to stop being flirt.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa.
It is always Nokpa.
Nokpa for management of power.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. You know I will do it on this show. This is Let's Talk, and we don't just talk. I told you guys, we talk to inform, to educate, to let you know what's up about ourselves. And I'm still the moderator of today, and I still have that in the building with me. I still have Ambassador Orilua Rotimi in the building, and we'll be talking about a way to stop being flirt. And I'll be jot out some points on this show. If you're just joining the live, it is Let's Talk. And okay, Sharp, let me bring in this. We've been talking about ways in which we can stop being flirt. And we talk about the kind of movie people watch, the kind of music you listen to, try to, take note of the signals you send to people, and, make decisions before interacting with people. Now, there is one thing that I want to lay emphasis on. Strengthen your will by frowning your mind. When you strengthen your will, like, okay, this is what I want to do. Nothing can change this. It starts from you. How can you stop flirting? Everything starts from you. What is that thing that you are holding up to? Sometimes you just feel like, okay, this month I don't want to talk to any girl as a guy. I don't want to get closer to any girl.
You see,
or I don't want to get closer to anybody.
What you are saying is it takes the grace. When you discover yourself, it takes the grace, because you see what this topic on being flirt is an Adamic nature, that when you are addicted to it takes the grace for you to stay away from it.
Exactly.
I know some ladies out there that they don't have a female friends. Their friends, all of their friends were all males. And when you see mingling with those friends, the way they interact, the way they talk, the way they gist, the way they do things together, you think as if
there's something going on
because it's an Adamic nature that it has been adapted to our system. For you now to curb that kind of person, it takes a grace for her to determine not to go into it, or not to talk to somebody within. In fact, the lady can't do without seeing a male friend within a twinkle of an eye.
Well, still talking about, trying to strengthen your will and, frowning your mind from some things. I want to say this. Being close to a guy or a guy being close to a lady doesn't mean they can flirt together. They can actually be friends. But now, you see, even females together now, they are flirting.
Yes,
we have cases of les and gays. But if you see guys working together too much, you start to...
based on the mentality we are having in Nigeria.
Exactly.
That's our mentality. When you see a lady now that is being closer to men than the female friend, we think as if something is going on maybe behind. Then when you see a man now, also when you see a boy out there that is being closer to a lot of women, you say the guy is being flirt. Though, I told you it's an Adamic nature that once you go into it, it takes the grace for you to withdraw yourself.
Well, another thing we need to take note of if you want to stay away from being flirt, if you want to stop it, is make a career. Yes, try to make a career. Dream big and prepare. You know, when you dream, okay, I want to be like Dangote. You want to be like Dangote, and you are on your phone 247, but looking for all these dancing ladies dancing on Instagram, TikTok. You understand?
I came across a words on this Facebook some months back. Somebody now said, you that is a dummy, that you are too closer to Facebook or WhatsApp by typing amen. If you want to become big in life, amen. Say amen. If you want to become this in life, say amen. Somebody now said that Dangote was not on social media to begin to say amen.
That is
so for you to become big, you need to work hard.
Exactly. So people need to know that staying online or staying with your phone, although some people are using phone to make money, they are making money online. That is not what we are talking about. But then you know the kind of thing you are doing online. You can never see your $10 come online and doing snap video or all these things. You cannot see Tony and Numelo. You cannot see people like that online. Why? Because they've already set up their standard. They've made the career and they have big dreams. Like you too, you can do that. They started from somewhere. You see, when you are not being distracted, you know where you're going to. You are looking at that place in front of you like it is big in front of you. Like, okay, I must get to this place. This apex, I must get there. And you know that you started from one level, and this life is levels by levels.
Exactly.
You leave one level to go to another. But if you are sleeping, you will not get to the next level.
Then you think about the friends that you are going to move with. You know, there's something we call there are some friends we call peer group and prayer group. There are those that have much influence in your life than the influence of your parents. Once they tell you go and steal, you will not do anything more than stealing, because they will so much pressurize you because of the submission that you have given to them. So if you want to become big in life, to bust at your point, you have to dream high, dream big. Then watch those people, move closer to those people that are ahead you, not those people that is not up to you.
Exactly.
Because when you move closer to somebody that is ahead you, that has a lot of achievement,
that has passed through the bridge you want to cross.
The bridge you want to cross. I believe when you move closer to them, you gain a lot of experience to them before you know you are getting to the top of the ladder.
Well, we will all get to the top. That's our aim. But then, before you get there, you have to be very strong in decision making. Then I told you guys, you have to make a career. When you make a career, it will not give you the chance to flirt around. You focus on where you are going to. Then another thing that is very important, you have to pray for strength. Yes. You know, I know some people who doesn't believe in prayer anymore because they believe prayers doesn't work. But as for me, I know prayers work, and I know some of us out there still believe in prayer. So you have to pray as you're working. You need to pray so as to make everything balanced. Then another thing is you should decide in time once you see red flag on who you are flirting with. You know, sometimes when you meet someone and you are trying to and I'm liking this person.
This person, and the person is not showing you.
You understand? Face. So you see, once you know that this person, if I get more closer to this person, if it leads to something I'm not expecting, can I cope with this person? I don't feel cope. So once you see the red flag that I cannot get closer to this one will kill me.
It also happens in relationship. You know, relationship get back to marriage. When you are in courtship, when you begin to move in courtship, you study each other. I wonder why a lot of marriage being broken today. Why some people say, he didn't show, or this kind of attitude and character didn't show up during their courtship. It's a lie. It's only because you love that person, and you because of the love, you write off some of those things that you need to work on. At the end of the day, when you now move into marriage, what happened? All these things scattered.
Well, you know, what I'm trying to say now for you guys is that, you see, I'm going to marriage. I want to say this. People see marriage as a union, like that bring together a man and a woman, but it is more than that.
It's more than that.
It is more than coming together of man and woman. No, you see, now there are some things that you need to take note of before you can even move to that extent. You know, when we talk about flirting, when you flirt with someone, flirting can never lead to marriage. It can never lead to anything good, because you are flirting because you have another intention, more serious. You are not having a serious intention. That is what flirting means. So for you to take yourself out of flirting, once you get to meet someone, maybe someone that you know that this person, if I get closer to this person, I'll start liking her, and I don't want that to happen. I just want us to do business. You have to
stay back.
You understand? So you have to make decisions on how to
close relationship that you will not do with that kind of person. No matter if you are making business with somebody, if you are showing up to that person let the person know that it is because of the business that I'm showing up.
Exactly.
You do not think, you go straight to nowhere than the business, this thing that you people are coming up with.
All right. The last one we are going to talk about. This is very, very important. Yes, because that was the reason why I want to talk about it as the last point for you to stop being flirt. You know, some people are still flirting around, even with the fact that they know that this is their red flag. That the flirting they are doing is affecting them spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. They still keep doing it, and I wish you could stop, because once you stop and you get to know yourself, you will know that your life is different from the kind of life you're living. All right, the last one is wait for your true love. You see, it is not easy for you to get true love. You can never get true love when you are flirting around. It is not possible. Because let me say, you stay eligible for true love. A true love will never ever accept flirt.
Accept flirt, exactly the point.
If you want to flirt with someone that really loves you, the person will be telling you that I'm not in for this. If you know this is the kind of person you are, please
can you stay off from me?
You understand? So now, for you not to lose the true love, that you truly deserve, you should try to stay away.
Then they'll be determined of what you are going to do and watch this kind of step that you are going to take before you move on. Exactly. You know, there's an adage that I do tell people, that you walk the river very well before you dive into it. Not after, when you might have dived into the river, then you start watching there is stone under it or broken bottles under the river, which might have caused you a lot of harm.
Some people do say they want to be flirting around because they've witnessed heartbreaks, and you know they cannot cope with different. Once you witness heartbreak, forget it. That person is not meant for you. Either be it male or female. Once someone breaks your heart, and sometimes we disagree to agree. Sometimes you may have misunderstanding that you feel like I cannot end up being with this person. Whereas you are just disagreeing to meet up with a point. With a point,
at least, to know the kind of person that you are closer to, exactly. To know his weakness, to know when his weakness, to know when the weakness of that person comes, so you know how to handle that weakness, should in case you people end up together.
So do you actually know that sometimes breakup do bring the true identity of someone?
Of someone, yes,
because
exactly.
I've seen a guy that broke up with a girl, and the next thing the guy will do is to go back to the girl and say, okay, I want to use my phone that I gave you,
I bought you
when
for
we were
you.
Dating. You should know that kind of person, the guy didn't give you the phone from the bottom
of his heart.
He's doing it because
he wants to have you.
That is flirting, because he doesn't have serious intention towards you. And you will see some girls that after the whole thing, maybe they had a business together when they were dating, like they were trying to use money to secure a business or one or two. Let's say the money is inside the girl's account. Before you know it, after breakup, it happens to me. Let me use myself as an example. I had a relationship whereby me and this girl were into one business
partners.
But the whole capital is with her. So after the breakfast, where I chop the breakfast normally. All right, I now try to coordinate. Okay, come. The business we did together. I'm not talking about the
continuity of the business.
I'm not even the continuity. The interest we made on the business. My capital,
just
give it back to me. She said no. That has been the end, because when we were dating, I just needed to support our own business. That's how she sees it. That I should not ask her of any money again. Well, I just give it to her. I left the money with her because I don't want a problem. You know, when you want to stay out of trouble, you just let it be like that. So I think all the points that we jotted out today can actually change your mind from being flirt. You can actually do it for yourself. You know, it takes time, but then you need to summon your courage. You need to be very strong in the way you reason. One thing I want you guys to know is that when you have a big dream, it will never make you let you misbehave.
Misbehave, exactly.
Big dream will make you to stay focused
to
and not be distracted with anything. So you flirting around and this and that. This is our daddy sitting next to me. He has experiences of life more than me, and I knew that if he didn't summon his courage, flirting is good when you are youth, like when you are still in your youthful age.
You think as if it is normal to do, because you see people out there doing it. That's the reason why you know the kind of friendship that you move closer to.
I do tell some of my friends that before you know, you just say parara, they will do 40 years parara.
Before you get to know, because each day that passes by, you are getting old.
Well, I think this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget that the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abbas and Victor Nigeria Enterprises. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Via Television. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for the little experience that you shared with us today. We'll see you again next time on Let's Talk. Have a good weekend. Bye.